This is always the most exciting video for me to film every month. I seem to always have a handful of things I've been loving, a couple that I've not been loving, so we're gonna talk about them today. I have a couple of beauty items, but then I've got a cute PJ set from Target. Okay, like multiple cute PJ sets from Target. I recently bought a kitchen item, a favorite canned alcoholic beverage that is new and mind-blowing. I'm so excited to share these with you. I hope you've got some coffee, some tea, whatever. Maybe you have your own alcoholic beverage, and let's dive right in. By the way, my favorite hairspray right now, this Bedhead, I've literally loved it for years and years and years, is I think on sale again. It's always off and on sale, so I always say don't buy it full price, but it smells incredible. It's the right amount of hold, and like it gives a little bit of texture to your hair, but it's not overwhelming. Guys, it's the perfect hairspray. Anyway, it's on sale right now at Ulta, and this is my last one. I usually buy like three or four at a time. That's all I use. And actually one of my fails is a hairspray I was trying and I hated it. Okay, so let's dive into the beauty stuff first. This one I bought during the Sephora VIB sale a month or two ago. How long ago was that even, right? I feel like time is relative and I have no concept of it right now. But it's the Supergoop Glow Screen. It has an SPF of 40, and it's described as a lightweight pearlescent formula. It hydrates the skin, luminous makeup gripping primer, and it says SPF hack. It also doubles as a highlighter wherever you want an extra little dose of sunshine. I bought this because I heard so much about it on YouTube, like other YouTubers were talking about it, and there are a couple different sunscreens that Supergoop has, but this is the one I was most drawn to because it has a little bit of a tint to it. Not that it's gonna provide coverage, because I don't think that it necessarily does. It has this glow to it, hence the name, that looks so gorgeous on the skin. So for me, I like a glow. It definitely adds a glow. So keep that in mind. If you're oily, I really don't think you will like this particular sunscreen. So I used it today. It's under my makeup right now. So when I got ready this morning, I was getting ready at my vanity in my bedroom, and I filmed a little clip in natural light of what this looks like alone. So I want you to see it. It definitely, like I said, has that like wow glow factor to it. I personally like that. Typically, if I'm wearing a primer, it's kind of a radiant glowy primer anyway. So when I can take the SPF step and the glowy step and put it together, I mean, that is like my perfect product, because that was always my problem. I'm like, when am I supposed to put on SPF? I've got a moisturizer, I've got an SPF, I've got like a glowy primer, and this I literally today used as all three. It was my moisturizer, my SPF, and primer all in one. Now, there are some days if I feel like my skin's a little bit drier, I'll put on a moisturizer, then I'll put this on. But honestly, most days I use it as my moisturizer and it's great. There is a product that's a little bit cheaper. I really think is similar. It's not exactly the same, but it's really similar, from the brand Canmake. I think it's a Japanese brand. I can link it below. They sell it on Amazon. I think it's a little over 10 bucks, and it is very good too. So you don't have to spend the money, but I'm really liking this. Okay, this one is a little bit cheaty because I just discovered it like last week, but I don't care. I love it so much. I'm like, I have to mention it. And it's like a couple dollars. It is this Maybelline Single Shadow, specifically in the shade Dusty Rose. I was on the hunt for kind of similar colors that I love in my Charlotte Tilbury quad that I love, the Pillow Talk quad. This is exactly what I love. Like, it is the perfect shade. And so what I've been doing the past week is just taking this, and that is the only eyeshadow I wear. Just a one shadow look. That's what I have on here. I'll show you it in natural light too, so you can see. It has this slight sheen to it, more of like a satiny sheen. So it's not crazy shimmery, it's not glittery, you're not gonna have fallout, but it gives this gorgeous wash of this kind of peachy color. I don't think it's an overwhelming peach if you're a little bit fair like I am. It's not gonna look like crazy orange, but it's just that right amount of everything. The right amount of shimmer, the right amount of like orangey peach, the right amount of pigment if you like more of a light look like I obviously do. I know that they sell this in, plenty of drugstores everywhere. I got mine in person at a store near me called Meijer, but, and it was like $2.99, $3.99 maybe. And I know Target online sells it. Keep your eyes peeled for it. I think it is the perfect one shadow look. I could talk about that, so I'm gonna force myself to stop. Now, the eyeliner I'm wearing, I've been really into skinny eyeliners, and I kind of go through phases with it, but I love my Hourglass one. It's like this 1.5 millimeter skinny retractable liner. It's super creamy. It stayed on all day. But I was tired of paying $18 for an eyeliner that I would literally run out of in like 3 to 4 weeks. It was crazy. So I'm like, I've got to find a dupe. I tried the pink Maybelline one. I didn't love that. It wasn't as creamy. Finally discovered this Revlon Micro Hyper Precision Gel Eyeliner. It's also 1.5 millimeters, so it's teeny, teeny, tiny. It's retractable. It's just as creamy as the Hourglass one, and it stays on as well. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm paying like $10 less. I think this is around $8. And it also comes with this like little baby smudger, which is kind of nice if you like to smudge it. Let me show you what this looks like just alone as well. I used it today, super thin on my waterline, and I just feel like for most days when I'm not doing a thick line on top, even though I do like that, it's so fast, you guys. It's such an even, fast way to kind of darken the base of your lashes. It makes your lashes look longer. It makes your eyes look a little bit more defined, of course. I love this. This is definitely what I'm going to be repurchasing instead of the Hourglass. Now, I did do a dupes video that this was mentioned in, and it was like my best dupes video I've ever found. A bunch of cheaper drugstore products that are a lot of times better than the high-end, like hyped up one. I will link that video. It was like a couple weeks ago, up in the eye and down below if you haven't seen it yet. My candle over there is typically here. And so many of you guys were like, Jessica, I'm so nervous that the candle is gonna like light the fake flowers on fire. I have it like a foot in front of it. So it's not even close. You just, you know, the depth perception is a little different. But I moved it over here because I wanted a little bit of a different light. Why am I explaining this? The whole reason I'm bringing up the candle is because my dad is like, crazy about making sure that people trim their candle wicks, and he always gets on to me. He's like, Jessica, you got to trim that wick. You see the black around the rim, you see how high that flame is going. So I'm trying to be better about it, but the other day it had been so long since I trimmed the wick. The wick was this long and the flame was like this high. I was like, my dad would have a cow if he saw this. So I finally trimmed the wick and I tried to clean some of the black, but that's one of my favorite candles. It's from Yankee Candle, and it's their lavender vanilla scent. They've had it for years and years and years. I love that scent. And you can get like the tarts if you like to melt tarts, which I do. That is a tart warmer there. This is a really great find too. This is the e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. This I'd heard Dana Ann talk about. These e.l.f. brushes are more expensive than I remembered them being. These are is it $6 or $8? Yeah, these are $6. And to be honest, it used to be that e.l.f.'s white packaging things were like $1 and their black ones, their Studio Lime is $3. Everything's all different now, which is fine. I get it. The brand has grown. They have different quality items for different prices, whatever. But $6 is still a good deal for this great of a brush. This is my new favorite cream bronzer brush. I use it for that. That's what I use today. I use the discontinued Chanel, Soleil Tan de Chanel. They made a new version. I haven't tried it yet, because I'm like, I just spent the money on the old one before I knew it was discontinued. Anyway, don't get me started on that, you guys. It's a sore subject. This is just so wonderful. It's so soft. It blends it in so quickly and seamlessly. And it's just such a great brush. Now, a lot of people, of course, use this for foundation. I'm not big on foundation brushes and using those, but I've heard really good things about this, so that'd be another use for it. It might be a little dense if you were trying to use it for cream blush. I think it might be a little dense for that, but you probably could pull it off. Another favorite I did talk about on, I want to say my Instagram stories, I was laughing. I looked back at that and I was like, the picture I posted of this was so blurry. Like, well, how did that happen? It was weird. Anyway, this Wander Beauty Lip Retreat Oil. So one of the products I'm going to talk about as a fail here in like just a second is something that completely made my lips like super chapped. And it happened a couple times before I realized that that was the product causing it. So the fix almost every time was this Wander Beauty lip oil. I had kind of treated it as like a gloss a lot of the times because it is glossy, and I learned they have colored versions. This is the clear one. The oils in it moisturized my lips so well that it would heal the like really bad chapped lip situation in like a day and a half. So I actually just popped on Sephora the other day because I was ordering something from The Ordinary, their like rose hip seed oil. And I saw this and I was like, I know this one's running low, and I decided to get one of the colored ones just to try it, even though really I'm gonna want another clear one because I know I'm using it kind of like as a lip balm. So I think this stuff is amazing, just super oily and moisturizing. It'd be a good night treatment lip thing. I use it during the day as well when I'm getting ready, and I just had to give it a shout out because I really think it's good. Also, I think the packaging is really pretty. I think it's cool that it's like the doe foot that goes into the like squeezy tube. Let's talk about that dud, shall we? This is the Farsali Unicorn Antioxidant Lip Mask. It smells nice. I'd recently talked about it when I did like a vanity tour declutter of my like vanity in my bedroom and the makeup I'm using. I feel like I'm talking really fast. Hold on. I can hear myself like, slow down, Jess. I liked it well enough, or at least I thought I did. But then as I was using it, I was like, gosh, like something is drying my lips out. And finally, after doing some experimentation, it's definitely this, because I would take time off from this and it would finally go away, and then I would use it again and it would come back like the next day. Weirdly enough, as I've looked this up online to see like, are other people having this problem? The product was pulled from the shelves for, I don't know why, but I have to assume people were complaining because it was a new product when I bought it within the past year, like 6 months, and suddenly you can't get it anywhere but like eBay. Don't go buying it. So I'm glad to have the fix here, but this, yikes. So that's going straight into my empties bin. Okay, another fail was this Moroccan Oil Luminous Hairspray. Okay, I don't think I'm the right market for this. My hair gets oily in 24 hours. I'm big on dry shampoo. I use it all the time. I only wash my hair every other day because I absolutely have to. I just have to. And it says it's weightless, natural look, no sticky residue. I don't think this is sticky, but it made my hair oily. Like my hair was clean when I first used it. And I was like, yes, like, you know, that clean hair feeling. And so I was like, well, I styled my hair. I put this in and my hair was like oily. And I was like, oh my gosh, like it didn't hold the way I needed it to. It tamped down frizz, but because it was oily. So I did not like this. It might have made my hair more luminous, but again, I feel like it was the oiliness that was making it look luminous and not in the way I personally like it. There are plenty of Moroccan oil products I love, but this is one. I just don't think I'm the right market for it. So it's just something to keep in mind. I might see, I mean, I literally only used it a couple times and I was just like, I'm done. So I might see if a sister or my mom or someone would like this. Okay. Probably the first thing that popped into my mind when I was like, ooh, I'm gonna do my like favorites and fails this week, and I was kind of planning it. The first thing I thought of was this pajama set. I have been talking about it like crazy, so I want to tell you the exact one it is. So it's the brand Stars Above. This would mark the third pair I've bought. Here's my thing. I've tried a lot of like satin-like, kind of like button-down shorts and short sleeve pajama sets, okay? So here's another one I have. Here's the thing. I have the size small, and a lot of times I'll size up in pajamas because I want them to be comfy. I don't want them to be tight, especially around the waist. I like cannot fall asleep. These, if you even true to size, the waistband doesn't dig into you. So it's actually comfortable. And then the top is not fitted, but it's not crazy overly baggy. Like it's just the right amount. The satin-like feel is so soft. It's so soft, you guys. And they're just cute. So this is the like kind of micro dot I have. I got this kind of like teal and cream striped. And then I have a plain black one with white striped like piping around the edges. I love it. There's a reason I can't stop buying it because I've been looking for, you know, I keep mentioning postpartum, I feel like I was just wearing whatever I had and my PJs were just ratty. They were oversized, they were ratty. And so I was like, you know, I want to get some PJs that I kind of feel cute in, but that are also super comfy. Like, can I get both? I found both, so I'm pumped about that. I definitely want to look and see if they have like long pant versions too, because I know I like short sleeves even in the winter. Like I can't sleep in long sleeves. I can't do it. So I like the idea of the short sleeve top, but then with pants. So in the winter, when I am a little bit colder, I can have that still as an option, but they're still cute, you know? Another great find is an actual dupe for my favorite, ridiculously expensive Lululemon leggings. I always get the Align leggings. They're the most comfortable. They kind of suck you in, but you can breathe. They're not the kind that suck you in where like, yeah, it looks great, but you're so uncomfortable. No, it's the perfect in between. They're buttery soft. So I tried plenty that were like buttery soft and were said to be dupes, but they didn't have quite the resilience as the Lululemon ones did. And so long story short, I finally tried these out for that Amazon video I did where I found tons of cute stuff, fitness stuff, cute tops, cute pants, stretchy jean shorts that are like actually cute and not like up your butt, you know what I mean? I will link that video up in the eye down below. Holy moly. These were actual Lululemon dupes. So they were around $20-ish, maybe a little bit more, whereas the Lululemon ones are like over $100. They're from the brand Colorfulkoala. And so I'll link the exact ones because I think that brand makes a couple of different kinds, and these are the ones that I feel are actual dupes. As someone that owns like, I'm embarrassed to say because then you know how much I spent. I thought this teal pair was so cute. They stay up when I'm running, but then I can also just lounge around them in the house. I would say these are maybe like a little bit more slippery than them, but not in a bad way. But that is like the only difference. They rise, they're like exactly the same, you guys. So I want to tell you about my drink favorite. I tried these for the first time recently. My friend Emily was like, you got to try this. And they are the brand Truly. It's their sparkling lemonade. They have a couple of different flavors, and you guys, they're so good. They're not overly sweet, but I do think they're a little bit tastier than just Truly's and White Claws themselves. So if you were someone that tried the adult seltzer beverages and you weren't totally sold, you might like the lemonade ones more. They're just like that perfect summer warm day drink that you don't have to spend the time making a cocktail, but it is so delicious. So I had to give them a shout out. I think they're new this season and wow, they are really good. Favorite kitchen item is, we talked about this, I wanna say in one of our weekly vlogs, because we ordered another one because I broke the last one. But it's from the Brandt Anchor Hawking and it's this measuring cup. I can feel some of you guys pulling away. Stay with me, okay? It is not your average measuring cup. You know, like we've got the Pyrex ones that are glass and they're great. This one has measurings for tablespoons, milliliters, ounces, and teaspoons. Sometimes you're making something and it calls for like 4 tablespoons and you're like, okay, so you're getting a little spoon, tablespoon out and you're doing that 4 times. This is so much easier. You can just do up to the 4 tablespoon mark and boom, you've got it ready to go. We have used this such a weird amount. So like I said, I broke the one we had accidentally, obviously accidentally. And so we ended up buying 2 more on Amazon because we were just like, we use these all the time. It's constantly dirty, you know? So I had to give this a shout out. It's like the most useful thing in our kitchen right now. I think I got this shirt on Amazon, by the way, too, and it's cute, right? But A, I can't decide if it's too dated, and B, it's not comfortable. Like it's really scratchy. So like my arm is scratching against the thing. I'm still reading like Game of Thrones. I'm kind of between a couple of books and I'm on like book 3 of Game of Thrones. So I don't really have a book to mention. And I also really haven't been listening to music. So I don't have like a song to mention. Okay, that's not true. Okay, I have 2 things, but they're both Disney related. So I will say this, if you're not into Disney, I'll see you later. You're not gonna care about the rest of this. I really don't think you will. But if you are, here we go. Favorite song, I'm literally just now connecting. Since I love the Happily Ever After fireworks show at the castle, we've been watching that on YouTube like with Gigi because she likes fireworks and music and stuff. And we miss Disney, of course. So I discovered the single version of the song Happily Ever After sung by Jordan Fisher and the woman who in the woman's voice is, oh my gosh. And it's slightly different than the one they use in the castle because it's just a different medley of songs too. It is so good. So definitely check that out. I can link the YouTube video. The video is kind of weird because they're like looking at the camera singing and they're in like the recording booth singing it. And it's kind of awkward, but it's also kind of awesome. I love it. And the song is so like driving and exciting. So if you miss Disney, go give that a listen. And I'll also link the Disney Parks version of the Happily Ever After. It's so professional and so well done. Another Disney mention is the YouTube channel Defunct Land and the channel Yesterworld. I just stumbled upon this world of like Disney history videos where they go through like extinct rides and what the history of it was and blah, 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 or rides that are here today and what the history, or it'll go into things that never happened in the parks, things that were planned but didn't happen. And I've watched some on Epcot's World Showcase and countries that were supposed to be there. And the funny thing is, we've read a decent, I mean, Tyler knows way more than I do. His job is Disney related. All of that aside, I've read a decent amount of books on Disney history and so much in these videos was still totally new to me. Even if you think you're a Disney history buff, you still might like them because I'm telling you, there were things that I'm like, what? Plans that they got a hold of by contacting people that I'm like, how did they get these? Like, it's so cool. So definitely recommend those 2 channels. I know there's a lot more out there, so drop your recommendations down below because I've been going through a black hole and I love them so much. Also, I just ordered this mug on Amazon and it has like a watercolor pink and purple and blue castle. It is the prettiest thing. I've like never bought a Disney mug not at Disney or not like on a crazy good deal like at Big Lots where I just find it and I'm like, oh my gosh. But I saw this and I was like, I must have this. It is so cute. So I can't wait till it comes in. I can link it below because I mean, like I said, I just bought it on Amazon. I think it was a little overpriced. I think it was like 20 bucks, but I was like, I'm buying it anyway. So if you watched this far, wow, thank you for watching. I love you all. I hope you're enjoying these videos. If you want to check out my playlist of my monthly faves and fails, maybe you missed a month in there. I've been doing them lately the past like 4 or 5 months, including like lifestyle favorites. So definitely go back and check those out. I can link my faves and fails playlist. I think I already said that. I love you all. I will catch you guys in my next one. Bye.